Hello class, this is lesson 2-2, Evaluating Algebraic Expressions. This is the Learning Needed channel. My request to students in all videos is to remember your reason to pass the GED exam. Use that to motivate you to get the GED certificate. Second is don't give up. And third is to please like and subscribe to this video and my channel so that I can continue to produce more GED content and for outreach so that other students studying for the GED exam can find these videos and hopefully it will help them as well. If you are interested in one-on-one tutoring where I'll work with you live on any GED subject, practice problems, going over the material, anything at all, I do have that service available in my website, which is in the video description below. The suggested study material that I give to my students is to use the Kaplan GED Test Prep book. It is a book that covers all 4 subjects and they release a new version every year with some minor updates and improvements made year to year. You don't have to get the latest copy. If you find an earlier year at a cheaper price, something like 2021, that should work just as fine, and it is a good investment. Second suggestion is to get a TI-30XS calculator. Don't have to purchase one if you can borrow one from perhaps the public library or somewhere else, just as long as you get some time to use it and learn the different functions related to the GED math test. That is very important to do. If you are interested in purchasing a copy of the book or getting your own calculator, I do have links to purchase those in my video description below. All right, let's get started. This will be a shorter video where we will be going over evaluating algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions commonly have variables to represent unknown numbers. So if we look at this expression here, 3 times x plus 14, in this expression, we don't know what number x stands for, but we do know that some number, which in this case is represented by the variable x, is being multiplied by 3 in this expression. When you are evaluating expressions in the GED math exam, you are usually told what number to use for the variables. So an example might be solve 3 times x plus 4 when x equals 4. So in this case, we will simply be substituting in the value 4, which is what we were told to use, where the variable x is. So substituting that, there the x is highlighted, the variable x, and we are simply substituting in the value 4. So the expression now becomes 3 times 4 plus 4. And you evaluate it as an expression, and following PEMDAS, you do 3 times 4 first, which is 12, and then you add 4, and that answer is 16. And that is an overview of evaluating algebraic expressions. Let's look at an example where we are asked to solve 5 times x minus 2 plus 3 when x is equal to 6. We are told what number to use for the variable, and we know where the variable is in the expression. So we substitute 6 for x and solve. So the expression that previously looks like this now looks like 5 times 6 minus 2 plus 3, and we solve this. We have no variables, we have no unknown numbers. It is now just an expression that we solve. And following PEMDAS, which was covered in a previous video, 6 minus 2 in parentheses is solved as, or is evaluated as 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. Then you do 5 times 4, which is 20. And finally, you add the 3, and the answer becomes 23. So this is the answer of 23 when x equals 6. As you can imagine, if you substitute x for another number, it will be a different value, but the question is asking us what is the answer when x is 6. Let's look at one last example. Let's say that we are asked to solve 5 times x minus 2 divided by y plus 3 times x. Here we are seeing 2 variables in the expression, but we are told what numbers to use for each variable. X is going to be 10 and y is going to be 4. So we follow the same rule. We substitute 10 for every x in the expression and 4 for every y in the expression, and we solve. So the expression that originally looks like this, when substituting in the correct values for the correct variables, looks like 5 times 10 minus 2 over 4 plus 3 times 10. And I color-coded each number for easier visibility. So solving this expression, we'll solve the top part of the fraction first, 10 minus 2, that becomes 8. And we can also solve the 3 times 10, and solving those two, we get 5 times 8 over 4 plus 30. Looking at solving what is inside the parentheses, 8 divided by 4, or it's a fraction of 8 over 4, which again, fractions are actually also division problems. So it's 8 divided by 4, and that becomes 2. So it's 5 times 2 plus 30. we solve 5 times 2, that becomes 10 plus 30, and that answer, when added together, gives us 40. And that was today's lesson on evaluating algebraic expressions. It was a bit of a shorter one, but hopefully this gives you the information you need to successfully evaluate those problems when you get them on the GED Math exam. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.